Good morning students, 106. In my last class I have discussed the type of garbages and how these things are disposed. Today we will study from the collection of garbages and then up to disposal. Okay. In most town and cities, garbage is collected in trucks, tippers and tractors from the municipal collection points. Just like you keep your waste where in some particular points outside your building, and there your neighbor also put the garbages that they produce. Okay. So some collection points have large plastics and metal dustbins, and other the structures made of brick, cement and concrete. In some areas the residents themselves throw their garbage at the collection point. In other areas, people employed by the resident to collect garbages from houses and carry it in carts or wheelbarrows to the collection point. Right? And that is the generally morning happenings in every day. Okay. And after these garbages are collected, these garbages are transported to the to a place which is outside your towns or outside your cities, and there these things are disposed properly. And one of the important process of disposal is landfills. Landfills are commonly used for the disposal of solid waste. A landfill is a natural slope or a man-made trough that is filled up with waste. Garbage collected from the collection point is transported to landfills by trucks or by tippers. Landfills are usually far away from the habitation because this ensures that the rotting garbage doesn't pollute the land, water used by people, and also it prevents the spreading of diseases. The other precautions taken is not to dump toxic waste into landfills. So landfills are also covered with soil to prevent open rotting of garbage and scattering, sometimes by scavengers like vultures, eagle, etc. Okay. They should be lined with plastic cord and other suitable materials to prevent leaching. So what is leaching, students? Leaching is the seepage of dissolved substances from the decomposing garbage into the soils. So it contains many toxic things. Finally, it what happens? It absorbed by the soil. Thereby, the chances of getting soil pollution is abundant. So before these things are put here on the ground, first the ground is covered with some plastics, right? The dissolved substances are also called what? Leachate. So this is one type of disposal, and another type that is very interesting, that is composting. Just like the landfill method is not the best method of waste disposal, it uses a lot of land, and through open the land is reclaimed later, right? So are used to make parks and other places of public use. So landfills also cause pollution and waste resources that can be put to use. So one way of making the use of biodegradable waste disposed of in landfills is to make compost. So how we will compost? You have to dig a big pit, and there you have to put all the waste which are degradable. Then what happens? That point is covered with some soils or some polythenes, etc. Right? So compost is a natural fertilizer produced by the decomposition of organic waste from kitchen, farms, vegetables, markets, sugar mills and so on. So layers of waste are buried in a huge pits with the layers of soil in between, and when the pit is full, it is covered with final layer of soil. So you know very well, bacteria are there, and bacteria present in the soil act on the waste and convert it into compost, which can be used to improve the fertility of the soil. Okay. Sometimes for better result, the earthworms are added to the pit to hasten, means to accelerate the rate of decomposition. Okay, and this method is known as what? Vermicomposting. Right? Next, producing fuel gas. You might have listened about gobar gas plants. Okay, in villages, animal excreta, farm waste are used to produce gobar gas or biogas, which can be used as fuel or produce electricity. Many sugar mills use biogas, and which is left over after juice is extracted from the sugar cane to produce electricity. Also, it is a very clean source of fuel because it contains methane. It burns completely, right? They use this electricity to run the mill. Municipal solid waste can also be used to generate fuel gas. Okay. Next one is incineration. This is very important, and this process is adopted disposing the medical waste. You know, to incinerate means to burn. Okay. Waste can be burned in huge incinerations or ovens at very high temperature. Hospital waste is disposed of this way. The thermal treatment or burning of waste reduces its volumes, and ashes can be disposed of more easily than the huge amount of unburned waste. However, there are some problems with this method of disposal. First, it is a waste of material that can be recycled. Second, precautions have to be taken to see the harmful gases and particles. Okay, and these things should not be released into the air. Designing safe incinerators which meet requirements of costly money. So lastly, municipal waste in our country has a lot of waste which is wet waste. So fuel is needed to burn this kind of waste, which also means a waste of money and natural resources. So we often burn farm waste, dry leaves and the garbage swept off streets. This is not a good option for two reasons. This kind of garbage is mostly biodegradable and can be used to produce compost. Okay. So burning garbage in open produces also polluting gases. But for biomedical waste, this process should be adopted because there you find some harmful chemicals also and many microorganisms which are harmful to our health. Okay. So impact of waste. If solid waste is not disposed properly and left to rot in open, it can become a breeding ground of microorganisms. Flies, mosquitoes, cockroaches and so on will be found there. This leads to the spread of many diseases. Okay. So a deadly disease called plague is carried by rats which grow in number when garbage accumulates in the open. Rainwater can also wash up rotting waste into the water bodies and contaminate them. It can also dissolve harmful substances in the waste, right? So help them seep through the soil and pollute groundwater. So the disease causing microorganisms present in the waste can then spread waterborne diseases which are like dysentery and cholera. And harmful chemicals can cause damage to various organs like liver and kidneys, and even it causes harmful disease like cancer. So plastic bags, disposal cups and plates, thermocol and other such light and synthetic materials often get carried by the wind into drains and water bodies. They choke drains and cause flooding during the rains. Plastic bags containing food are also often eaten by cows and many of die. So these are the consequences of waste produced. Okay, so what we can do, here are some few things we can do to reduce the problem of solid waste disposals. What I have already told you, you try to keep the different types of waste separately and which can be used, or you should reuse all these things. Okay, and try to keep your environment free from